country would do that to people.
You don't want that history to die.
Learn about your culture, learn about your family, and all that, because that'll make us closer.
A family that now extends to the entire community.
This donor shop has given us so much opportunity to meet different people. I'm just thankful that we were given the opportunity, and we made the best of it, the American dream.
Adam Yamaguchi, CBS News, Los Angeles.
More than 50 years that shop has been open, truly an American dream. And that is tonight's CBS Evening News. I'm Nora O'Donnell. Good night.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us here for News 40 at 6. I'm Michael Ridgway.
And I'm Chris Allen. It is a Tuesday evening after a sunny day, but a cold one.
Yes, it was definitely cold, and it got really cold last night. It's going to get even colder tonight, right,
yeah,
Chris?
I think you're really going to have to bundle up tonight. You're not going to believe how cold it's going to get, and already skies are clear. And that is allowing any little heat that we had today to escape. Live radar not showing anything, of course. The morning lows that we started out with early this morning, 20s and a few 30s. But tonight, I think it's going to get even colder than that. In fact, we're looking at 19 for a low tonight. Clear, very cold with a calm wind. But a warm-up happens starting tomorrow. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Michael?
Well, our top story tonight, one man is facing several charges after authorities say he was trafficking narcotics in Allen County. The Allen County Scottsville Crime Task Force says that after a year-long investigation since September of 2022, they arrested this man, Terry W. Jackson. Authorities say that Jackson was distributing hydrocodone and gabapentin pills to multiple people in Allen County. Jackson was arrested Monday and is facing 3 counts of first-degree trafficking in controlled substance. In more local news, the Kentucky Judicial Commission on Mental Health is making the final stop of its listening tour at the Sloan Convention Center tomorrow evening. The purpose of the tour is to hear the lived experiences of those who have had mental health or addiction-related law enforcement interactions or incarceration. The commission hopes to use these experiences to systematically change the way in which law enforcement officers, courts, and correctional facilities handle those suffering from mental health disorders and addiction.
We needed to hear from individuals with lived experience about the successes and also the barriers that they encountered when they went through the behavioral health in the court system. So we set out on a listening tour at the end of August, and Bowling Green will actually be our final stop tomorrow night.
Those with similar experiences are encouraged to come to the event and give their perspective to the commission. For more information, you can visit kycourts.gov/KJCMH. Well, shifting gears now, the holidays are here, and protecting yourself while celebrating with family and friends is a perfect gift. News 40's Noah Fairber has more on how you can safely post to social media this holiday season.
With the holiday season in full swing, it's important to be aware of what you post on social media.
The one thing that people really need to bear in mind is when in doubt, leave it out. Sometimes it feels like something didn't happen if we don't represent it on our social media. But in fact, letting too much information about your life, your presence, your children, anything about perhaps your family, all of these things are sort of opening the door a little wider to somebody who wants to take advantage.
No matter how cool your Christmas presents may be this year, don't post them online.
If you've got an amazing computer, a fantastic new, car, a riding mower, something that could easily be walked off with, or if someone has surprised you with a cruise or a trip tomorrow, to Tahiti, these things are not things you should probably post about until after they're secured and the holidays are over.
Posting these gifts or your location could lead to property being stolen, so make sure any packages you may receive are also taken care of.
If you're going to be gone, not to post on Facebook that you're going to be gone a certain day and a certain time, or if you are getting items through UPS or FedEx or the Postal Service, that you have, an availability for someone to pick them up or in a safe location they be delivered to.
In South Central Kentucky, because local matters, Noah Fairber, WNKY News 40.
Every day, Potter Children's Home makes a difference in the lives of children, single parents, and things aren't any different during the holidays. For decades, the Children's Home has given kids and parents the chance to make Christmas wish lists, and communities across South Central Kentucky give them their gifts to make sure they all receive the Christmas that they deserve.
Many of our residents have had Christmases where they got nothing or got very little. And so they're just really excited. They're thankful. It's just a joy to help them have the kind of Christmas that we want them to have.
To help the Potter Children's Home, you can do more than donate gifts. You can also volunteer. For more details on how you can get involved, make sure you visit WNKY.com. And the numbers are in. This year's Toy for Tots Hand It to a Hero was a huge success. Organizers of Saturday's event say they collected more than $5,000 and around 800 individual toys. This weekend, over 300 local families will receive their bags of blessings at the Toys for Tots North Pole, located inside Meadows and More on Old Barren River Road in Warren County. Everyone is invited to come out and witness the magic of this annual event from 9 to 11 a.m. In health news now, pregnant women with nowhere to go are getting a new place to call home. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins joins us in the studio with more tonight.
A new home is being built in Bowling Green that's going to give women and their unborn children in crisis the chance to have a better life by providing more than shelter. Take a look. Two women are coming together to create a home for pregnant women with nowhere to go.
This is a mission that is on all of our hearts, and these women need support. They couch surf, or they sleep in the back of their car, or they are in a shelter. But then where do they go during the day? How do they get to their doctor's visits? Where do they eat the rest of the day? Do they have a job?
Missy and Catherine learned from many medical professionals that pregnant women with no support have issues during and after pregnancy.
And we thought it was time that we stepped up and provided for the women who are in such terrible housing situations. And we also want them to know that we believe in them enough that they can start working on turning their lives around, finish their education, plan for their career.
Missy and Catherine are making it their mission to not only help pregnant women in crisis, but also their future by helping them re-enter their community with their child better than before.
We want them to feel that they're being loved and nurtured, and that the decision that they made is doable, that they can have this baby because we're going to give them the support that they need to do it.
The crisis pregnancy home that's going to provide educational opportunities and interviewing skills and so much more is scheduled to open next spring. For more information, visit WNKY.com later tonight. Michael?
Well, there's staggering news surrounding pregnant and postpartum women tonight. We're learning that the overdose death rate for these individuals is on the rise. The National Institute on Drug Abuse found that overdose deaths more than tripled in women aged 35 to 44 between 2018 and 2021. Experts say it could be related to the isolation associated with COVID-19, along with the stigma surrounding pregnant women and abuse problems. Previous research has shown that pregnant women are less likely to receive an appointment to addiction treatment centers and often face punishment for their substance use. And after a busy travel holiday weekend, the respiratory virus season is ramping up across most of the country. Forecasting from the CDC suggests there will be about the same number of hospitalizations as last season. In this evening's Health Minute, we take a look at the latest data and how to keep you and your family healthy. Across the U.S., flu, COVID-19, and RSV are spreading.
It is that time of year, and we know that all of the respiratory viral illnesses are starting to ramp up.
Flu cases are rising across most of the country, especially in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and South Carolina. While outpatient visits for flu-like illnesses are lower than this time last year, they're still higher than the previous 4 seasons. COVID-19 hospital admissions and emergency department visits are also on the rise again after a few weeks of decline.
I was in the hospital on call this holiday weekend, and I'm certainly starting to see more people being hospitalized, mainly with COVID.
Dr. Kristen England with Cleveland Clinic says it's not too late to protect you and your family through vaccination. More than a third of adults and children have gotten a flu shot this year. When it comes to the new COVID-19 vaccine, nearly 16% of adults and just over 6% of children have gotten it, and nearly 15% of adults ages 60 and up have gotten the new RSV vaccine.
Vaccinations will always be the key way to prevent the transmission of any of these respiratory viral illnesses.
Dr. England says if you may suspect you have COVID-19, it's important to do an at-home test so that you're aware of if you have the virus. If you test positive, you'll need to take proper precautions to avoid spreading the illness, which includes staying home when you're sick and masking up if you have to go out in public. And so to come on News 40 at 6, former President Jimmy Carter was joined by other former U.S. presidents as a memorial tribute to his wife was held, former First Lady Rosalynn Carter. The latest details in just a bit, but first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back in with a full look at your forecast.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've suffered a personal injury, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 1-800-579-4145 today for a Medicare Advantage plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2024. You can receive more benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-579-4145 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2024. You can receive benefits for a $0 monthly premium like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-579-4145 and make sure you're not missing out.
Summer skies, they warm up everything.
So much Christmas the way Santa does.
I wake up every morning asking, what's happening in the world? Why is this happening? And how do we answer that question?
This holiday season, recharge with the Planet Fitness Black Card for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. So instead of fighting a stranger over a T-Rex, bring a friend for free and work out on the TRX. Instead of freezing in line for a deal, relax with some Hydra Massage feels. Instead of in-laws in your face.
Did you hear the owl?
Get some space at any of our 2,400 locations with the PF Black Card. Just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends November 30th.
It's now time for a full check of your forecast with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, it's been chilly the past couple of days. I know that we have just a little bit longer to go. It's going to warm up eventually, though, right?
After we get through tonight,
okay.
It's going to start tomorrow, and the next few days going to be much better.
Okay.
And I know where it's warm right now, even though it's cold outside, and that is live at the Medical Center. And this is If you're looking to, capture a little holiday spirit, you can find plenty of it now on the Med Center campus in Bowling Green. It's the 25th annual Make the Season Bright event, and this is a tree lighting event that I've been a part of for the last 24 years, but this year I'm here, obviously, but I'm there in spirit, and you can see a pretty good crowd. Now, what is unique about this is every light on that tree that stands out in front of the Med Center is going to be lit up, and it's in the name of someone that people honor or remember. And so this is all to benefit the Med Center Hospitality House, where people come in and they can spend a few days with their loved ones who are in the hospital. Maybe they're from out of town. They can be at home. They can feel at home, I should say, in the hospitality house, which takes care of everything for those families. So looks like a good evening there tonight for that. And the tree lighting should go off without a hitch. But warmer times are coming. We just got to wait a little bit longer. In fact, tomorrow we're going to start to feel that southwesterly flow that's going to take over. Near normal temperatures along the eastern seaboard through December 9th. Warmer temperatures back into the Ohio Valley and the Mississippi River Valley and the Central Plains, where they've been getting some snows lately. So it's kind of a flip-flop pattern that we're going into the next several days that will take us into the beginning of next week. But right now, things are getting very cold. Look at this, 25 already in Calhoun, 24 the mesonet reading in Morgantown and in Litchfield. It shows 32 here, but I think we're all going to be right around 20 or maybe even the upper teens tonight. Dew points give us kind of an indication with this very dry, very stable air mass. And this time of the year, with the shorter days and the longer nights, it gives opportunity for temperatures to really start to plummet downward. We are already showing a dew point of 15 degrees here in Bowling Green, and I think we very well could be looking at 19, 20 or so for an overnight low tonight, and some of you may even get close to your dew point readings for lows tonight. Now we have 49% humidity. Once that starts to go down a little more, and those dew points do as well, it won't stay 32. It'll get down into the 20s pretty quickly. But 32 is the temperature reading right now with a calm wind at the Bowling Green Airport. 39 was our high temperature today, and way below the average of 54. 29 is where we started this morning. 34 is where we should be for this time of the year. So the cold is not going to last much longer. Once this high pressure center starts to move east, then we'll start to get a return flow out of the Gulf of Mexico. Not moisture yet. That's going to hold off until about Thursday night into Friday. But the warmer air should start taking over by early tomorrow morning. It may be a breezier day tomorrow. Here's 2:30 in the morning. It's still going to be cold, even though the winds will start to come up from the south. There's a weak boundary here back to the west. It's going to fade away. There's not much to that. Warmer air then starts to move in. Here's 11 o'clock tomorrow. Sunshine all day tomorrow, and a southerly breeze to help us get up close to 60, I think, or just about to 60. Certainly by Thursday, increasing clouds, warm air, and then there's the shower activity that's going to come in for Thursday night and into Friday. So tonight I'm going with 19 for a low. It may be a couple of degrees warmer than that, but it's going to be close under a clear sky. Then tomorrow is when we'll start to feel those southerly breezes, and we'll warm up to 53, then 60 on Thursday with increasing clouds. We get the showers in here on Friday, 100% chance early in the day. Then slacking off, I think, for the Smiths Grove Parade on Friday night. Parades all day Saturday, but only a 2 in 10 chance of seeing a shower. And then we go upper 50s to low 60s for the rest of the weekend. And here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
Superior dentistry comes standard at Chandler Park Dental Care. We're dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest standard of care. Give us a call to set up an appointment today and experience superior dentistry at Chandler Park Dental Care.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays every week at Tidball's parking lot. This week features South Cow to benefit the Boys and Girls Club. See the full lineup at WNKY.com.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
The competition is on. This is nerve-wracking. Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 4:30 on CBS 40.
On our places, bright shiny faces.
When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team. Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gail has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my two good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings, weekdays at 7.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
Do you have settled or uneven concrete? USS is here to help. Changing weather conditions and poor drainage causes the soil under your concrete to shift and erode, and your concrete to settle. USS uses Polylift to raise sunken concrete in sidewalks, pool decks, porches, and more. Polylift is less expensive than full replacement, and you can walk on your concrete within minutes of repair. Visit uss-ky.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
First images of former President Jimmy Carter since the passing of his wife, 77 years, Rosalind. The former president attended a memorial tribute for his wife in Atlanta, along with other former U.S. presidents and every former First Lady. CBS's Skylar Henry has more on the moving tribute.
America the Beautiful played as Rosalind Carter's casket entered the sanctuary of Glen Memorial Church in Atlanta. Seated in the front row, her husband of 77 years, former President Jimmy Carter, in a wheelchair and lap blanket. He was joined by the Bidens, Clintons, and every living former First Lady.
Rosalind Carter would be so pleased to see that she brought all of you together on this day.
The meticulously curated tribute included some of the former First Lady's favorite hymns. And the scripture passages that informed her life.
Love your neighbor as yourself.
The Carter's son, Chip, memorialized his mother.
My mother, Rosalind Carter, was the most beautiful woman I've ever met, and pretty to look at, too.
And daughter Amy shared a love letter her father wrote 75 years ago.
But when I see you, I fall in love with you all over again. Does that seem strange to you? It doesn't to me.
The CEO for the Carter Center said the former president was determined to be here today, calling this trip up to Atlanta Rosalind's last, and probably her husband's, too. Carter family friends Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood performed a duet of John Lennon's Imagine.
And the world will be as one.
And the entire congregation was invited to join in singing Let There Be Peace on Earth, something Rosalind Carter worked to achieve in small and large measure. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Atlanta.
Still to come on News 40. News 40's Maxwell Trink is in the studio with a look at your sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
For more than a decade, Morgan's Fresh Cut Trees has been supplying your family with trees, wreaths, and everything in between. Come find the perfect tree for your family. Morgan's Fresh Cut Trees, located next to the Lost River Cave gift shop.
Start your day off with Rich Pond Market and Deli. With a wide selection of breakfast favorites and our world-famous tenderloin biscuits, you'll be sure to dig the pig, where the community comes to meet and eat. Rich Pond Market and Deli.
My most important kitchen tool? My brain. So I choose new Nariva Ultra. Unlike some others, it supports 7 brain health indicators, including mental alertness, from 1 serving to help keep me sharp. Try new Nariva Ultra. Think bigger.
It's time for Nat's annual Christmas Bikes for Kids.
And you can help by donating a new or gently used bike
At Nat's Outdoor Sports. The bike shop at Nat's Outdoor Sports will make any needed repairs.
And the Bowling Green JCs will distribute bikes to underprivileged children throughout our community.
Nat's will be accepting new and used bikes until December 5th. Nat's Bikes for Kids, sponsored by WNKY News 40.
I'll hit Woohoo 107.
And these great sponsors.
How does your Santa relax? Rocking? Maybe he glides. Or is he a reclining Santa? Whatever makes him happy, Ford's Furniture has it in our huge selection of recliners and accent chairs. On sale now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Is your search for a new home on hold because of high interest rates and high monthly payments? Jago Homes has your solution with a low 4.99 fixed interest rate and no energy bills for 2 years. You'll enjoy open, spacious living, and your family will be comfortable year-round with exclusive Energy Smart technology. Learn why a new Jago home is more affordable than you think at jagohomes.com. Because life is too precious to be put on hold.
Trapped with in-laws this holiday season?
Did you hear the owl?
Escape to any of our 2,400 locations with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Also bring a friend for free and get access to the Black Card Spa. Just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends November 30th.
Welcome to sports. High school hoops has officially begun in the Bluegrass. The Bowling Green Lady Purples enter the year after winning district and regions, but falling in the state tournament to Owensboro Catholic. Team lost a few key seniors, but looking to pick up where they left off. Lady Purples head coach Calvin Head spoke on this year's team and how he feels going into the new season.
I think things are going pretty well. I mean, got a new group, just trying to figure things out. I think we're getting better daily, and so from October 15th to now, I think we're trending in the right way.
And the boys team is looking to get back to the top of the district after losing in the region last year to Warren Central. With every single player from last year's squad returning, they will be a force to reckon with. Led by Mason Ritter and Deuce Bailey, head coach D.G. Sherrill spoke on the team's leadership heading into the year.
We've had, good leadership. Our got a good senior group. We didn't have it last year, so we got some good leadership in the gym, and kids are playing hard or listening. So we're looking forward to an exciting year. 14th district is always just it's a gauntlet. And nothing will change this year. It'll still be a miserable road.
Well, the WKU basketball team for men's is set to be back in action at Diddle Arena as they face off against Campbellsville. The Tops will look to bounce back after going 1-2 in Quebec. Coach Lutz and his squad aim to continue to grow, and their next test is the Tigers tomorrow night. WKU football closed out the regular season with a big win over FIU. The Tops took care of business, topping the Panthers 41-28. WKU finished the season 7-5. Now we'll wait to find out what bowl game they'll be in. Here were head coach Tyson Helton's thoughts about his team after the win.
All three phases, we played at a high level. I mean, there's some things obviously we could have done better, but you know, we played as a unit tonight. Throughout parts of the season, you know, we did it, and so it was great to see that. We got to carry that momentum into the bowl game now.
And the Titans won at home against the Carolina Panthers 17-10. Derrick Henry led the offense with a huge day, 2 touchdowns, helping them move to 4-7. Head coach Mike Vrabel spoke on how the defense performed against rookie quarterback Bryce Young.
Thought we had, you know, pressure, and again, that give Bryce some credit. You know, I mean, he scrambled around, he was able to convert and help them. You know, and we couldn't contain him all the time, but we were able to get to him sometimes as well. And you know, huge play at there at the end to win it on defense when they, you know, went to the screen there on the check.
Well, that's sports, guys.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, I know, you know, the football, or I'm sorry, not football, the hoops. Jeez, oh my goodness, I can't talk.
Hoops is starting tonight.
Hoops is starting tonight.
Hoops started yesterday,
yes.
It's continuing today. It's starting the season.
And it's very
Indoor
exciting.
Sports, very
exciting.
Happy to be indoors, I'll say.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. And speaking of indoors, Chris, the weather outside tonight
is frightful. 19, clear and very cold tonight.
All right, well, thank you all so much for joining us here for News 40 at 6. We'll see you back here at 10 p.m.
Appreciate that, everybody. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Well, we got a good one for you today, everybody. Returning for their second day from Richmond, Virginia. It's the champs. It's the Bruce family. And from Middlesex, North Carolina, it's the Dowdy family. Well, everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash, and somebody might have a shot driving